On that note, we just did the draw for the 90-day game blitz. So we had 3 winners. We had Melissa Seguin win $500. We had Michelle, who's on tonight, win $300, and Sarah Morin won $200. So we gave away our $1,000. So 3 lucky winners, and that was based on you guys doing that 3-month blitz, where if you got 10 orders or more, you got a ballot, and if you clubbed, you got a ballot. So we were rewarding for the people that had gone into massive action. So congratulations, that's exciting. And hopefully you'll just put that towards either your visa bill for conference or put it in your pocket for next conference, right? Okay, so did everybody get the calendar that I just sent? Do you guys want to open it up on your phone? I'm going to open mine up right now. Okay, hold on here. Before, I know Jen, you just mentioned you've got to fly. Is there any comments or questions that you want to add to the call tonight?
Just another great conference. That was my 3rd one, and I took a first-timer, Sam Gladish, who's a new VF of mine, and it was great. You know, for me, I love going back for the stories. I love just the diversity of people that are up on stage as NMD, and it just reminds you that no matter where you are in life, that anything is possible. And it was just a lot of fun, this one. It was just, the energy was really good, and it was just really inspiring and a lot of fun, and now she's ready to go, so it was good.
Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, let me, I don't know why it's not coming in. Maybe I can do a share screen. Hold on. Maybe let me see if I can find my share screen, because I just had it open. Oh, there it is. Can you guys see that? Yeah? Okay. Perfect. So let's go over so that you guys understand the big buckets, and if you've got any questions. And this list will help you plan around your support for your team in your region. So everybody knows that January Regional, Melissa and I are responsible for hosting that one. We have Dr. Mitra Ray, her husband Doug Barlow, and Lisa Pebble, who is Director of Product. So she's going to really hammer in the quality of Juice Plus at this event. So we've got her doing a Prevention Plus in Collingwood, Markham the 20th, which is a Friday night Prevention Plus. It's at the same hotel we did the May event, and then the 21st is Markham Regional at the same hotel. So it's really easy. So what you want to do is you definitely want to get your team out to the 20th to come out to the Prevention Plus, stay over, have some team bonding going on at the hotel, and then wake up and go to the regional together as a team. So that's January. February, we were invited by Alyssa Harriman, who is doing a really special Women's Inspiring overnight event on February 10th and 11th in Sutton. And actually, Jen, she mentioned that she was going to reach out to you to find out if you might be available on the Saturday the 11th for a guest speaker, and you could sell your books and your program.
Okay, yeah, as of right now I am, yeah.
Okay, so maybe just write that down. I know she's pretty busy right now, but we were talking and she was asking if I knew anybody else that we thought would be a good fit, and I mentioned your name and she liked that.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Is she doing it at the Briars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So I think she got hotels for $115. Mm-hmm. The whole point of it really is to just invite your friends, connect. It's not going to be a rah Juice Plus event at all. It's going to be, I think she's going to open it up the Friday night with her hormone talk with a seed planting of Juice Plus, almost like a little mini Prevention Plus. And then on the Saturday, it's just going to be inspiring speakers in front of the room. And throughout the day, she's going to just weave in some personal stories of people making changes in their life.
Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's the 10th and 11th. I think she said there's about 75 tickets. She's just working on the details now, but she said between our team and her team that we could probably fill it.
Yeah.
Which is great, hey?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 20th.
Nicole, it also added some food. It also included some food, meals as well for that crazy low price.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was like, was it Friday night and breakfast and lunch or something?
Wow.
Something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah.
Really good price that they ended up getting, yeah. And then Feb 23rd, we've got Jen Pike doing her hormone talk in Aurora, which we're really excited about. And then March, we're going to have Dr. David Phillips tour around. We don't have the locations yet, but just in your calendar that he will be here the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Ontario. And then we were talking with Alyssa at the airport, and they want to do a sailor tour in Ontario. So you know how they have kind of the sailor movement?
Mm-hmm.
Be you, be yourself, anchor yourself into your why, kind of like a freedom movement. It really would be similar to Boss Babes. It's just a different title. Or not Boss Babes, sorry, the Power of Five, kind of that kind of same style. So we have to talk to her about dates, but she really, really wants to grab different leaders, SSC and higher, to do kind of a sailor tour around Ontario. So I think that would be a lot of fun. So stay tuned on that. April, of course, is conference in California. Then we have May Regional. Catherine Lee is coming, first time in Ontario from the 4th to the 6th. There'll be some Prevention Plus / more inspiring, kind of like a Lauren Slocum tour. And then a half-day regional on the 6th of May. We have May Law, which is a Leadership Advanced weekend. Everybody knows now it's in Montreal. So you have to be specially invited. So that was really exciting. Jen, do you want to maybe share, or actually, Michelle, you're on the phone too. Michelle, that can you maybe just mention what it was like to go to the dinner and the announcement? What was that like?
It was, so my take was like, I just love how corporate does like stuff, like it's so classy, and they just there's always surprises, right? You didn't know what to expect. Like you walk in and then it's like they give you things and you're just waiting and waiting. But for me, it was like just being in a room with like all the top leaders.
Yeah.
And just, you know, having that opportunity to have conversations with people that I would normally not be able to,
Yeah.
or I don't normally see. And yeah, it was super inspiring. Like, you know, and so much fun, you know, just the way they did it, and the dinner, and yeah, it was really cool. Like it really, like, I think Stephen mentioned it when he was announcing, you know, about Law, how you kind of feel like a rock star, and like it did kind of have that mini like feeling for me, right?
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was nice.
Awesome. Yeah, it was really exciting. So we got Montreal in May, and then July and August, we're going to do a Power of Five tour again in Ontario. And then we head into September, and we are going to be doing our first boot camp that we haven't done in a long time. So that's going to be in Collingwood, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So what a boot camp is, an opportunity to actually get away for a couple nights. And it'd be kind of like a Friday night event, a Saturday event, and then a half-day Sunday. So lots of downtime, lots of workshop type style, lots of rolling up the sleeves and really getting to work, as well as a lot of fun and team building. So there will be a much higher price on it than your typical half-day or full day, but boot camps are throughout the United States. And we're going to try it. We're going to see what the feedback is like. We're going to see if people are willing to spend, you know, I don't know, I'm going to guess around $300, and see if people are willing to do it. And if we don't get the numbers and we're getting feedback that for whatever reason, we'll just go back the following year to the one day. So I know that in Alberta every year they do their boot camp in March. It's about a $300 investment. And they had to move to a bigger venue, and I think they were like 250 people that went out to their boot camp last year. So it really, really works for their region. October conference, 19th to the 21st in Indianapolis, and then in November we confirmed it in the airport in St. Louis that Michelle Ball will be coming to Ontario in November, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And it will end with a regional either in Barrie or Aurelia. We've got to confirm that. So as you can see, it's pretty exciting that we have our big buckets already planned for 2017. All of our guest speakers have been confirmed. Of course, life could happen and we might have to change up the speakers if something happens to them personally, but right now those are the speakers that are confirmed. So we're really excited. Melissa and I were on the plane just going, oh my gosh, we got our whole year planned for next year. So we're feeling really excited, really proud that we've got this kind of tight, and then really at the end of the day, it's about you guys as leaders filling in the blanks for your areas, for your growing areas. So it's working with your distributors to ask them what type of events that they want, right? So you have to get creative, and you got to use the coffee shops, and you got to use your homes, and you got to just come up with your own stuff, and you feed those events into the bigger events. That's just so important. I think some of you saw my live video. I'm going to give you an idea of what Melissa and I are doing. I'm trying to find my book here. So Melissa and I have decided one thing that we realize as leaders is one of our things that we struggle with is being consistent on daily prospecting. You do it for a couple days and then you fall off, and then you do it for a couple days and then you fall off. And so we've made a commitment that we are going to do prospecting all the way up until Christmas for sure. So that's almost like a 90-day game plan. And the only thing we thought, what's like the one simple change that we could commit to and do consistently? And it's almost like the one that we fear the most is prospecting. And so we made a commitment that every day we have to write in our prospect journal the 10 names that we've reached out to. And I have to take a picture of it, and I have to send it to her every day. And if I don't, I owe her $10. And it's the same thing. If she doesn't send it to me, she owes me $10. So we're making each other accountable for the thing that we've been trying to avoid. So I challenge you guys as leaders is what can you do on your team to walk the talk, be the leader, and do something that really scares you that you've been running away from and not committing to. So that's what Melissa and I are doing. You can do something different. Maybe it's not 10, maybe it's 5, but I would really challenge you to find a buddy and really communicate that to your team, because at the end of the day, the message I got for conference was, it's do something consistent. It was like they were shaking us. Just do something consistent. And I think it's that like one simple change. Melissa, do you want to add to that?
In one day, it created so much energy. I think I've been flying high anyways after coming home from conference anyways, because my phone has been ringing off the hook. I had people I hadn't talked to in 2 years reach out to me today. Been following me, thinking about joining our team. I got a couple orders. I got a new distributor. It was just crazy. So it's just keeping this momentum going from conference. Mm-hmm. So, and 10 is manageable. So whatever you pick, just pick it so that it's something manageable that you can do. Yeah, absolutely. I ended up just going on to a nutritional group, and I scrolled down and I found 10 nutritionists that had asked some type of a question related to supplements, immune system. And so I found 10 nutritionists that were asking for that there was a need. And then I pretty much had a very similar script that I just copied and pasted, so I didn't have to really reinvent the wheel. So you guys can just get creative on how to reach out to those people looking for those needs. And also make sure if you got the Juice Plus chewable samples is to get your free posts out there this week with cold and flu. Because if you're not doing it, all the other teams are going to be doing it, because everybody, I think all the Canadians bought all the chew samples. Good stuff. And like I said, Melissa and I and Nicole will go over all of your comments and surveys. I do know that the Christmas party is booked, so we ended up having to do the majority rules, which I believe, Nicole?
I'm looking at my calendar.
December.
December 10th
Right, December 10th. It's
at
going to be
Jen's.
at Jen Brennan's. It's going to be like a potluck. And I think it's bring it, what is it, food donation? We'll have more details in a flyer coming out this week.
And a coat, if you have them, if you want to.
Right, like a coat,
Coats
right?
for the winter, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just used coats.
Yeah. I want to share this thing that it's just right on top of my head about some of the training that we got. I'll repeat some of this on Wednesday, but it just really stood out to me. The live events are just doing so amazing and helping people grow their business really fast. And Ali Schneider shared that she had just Ali Schneider shared that she had brought on 2 new gyms in Arizona, and the way that she launched their launch party was she went on their personal Facebook page. They had obviously given some notice that there was going to be this live event, and she did a presentation right at the gym, and there were like hundreds of people that had viewed and were participating in the wellness presentation, and she did that on both sites. So I think the live feed can be a really amazing tool to help people really build their business. So like, for example, if you create an event and you let's say launch an in-home party at your friend's house or your new distributor's house, and there's a bunch of people that can't show up, but there's some people that still show up, I would probably start doing a live event so that they can actually go back and watch it at a later date. So I think that's a really great idea. But we can talk more about that on Wednesday. I don't have much more to say on that. We are going to be recapping conference on Wednesday. I do see some new faces on here. Sarah Marin, you just won, how much did you win? You won the $200. I want to congratulate you. That's awesome. And Sarah, did you want to say anything? I know that you got Ilona that just ended up having somebody rock it. Do you want to comment on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was awesome. I know. Did everybody see that in the chat group? Or are these all the same people?
Just repeat it.
Oh, well, basically, Ilona signed on a distributor at the end of September, and she had just put in her own family's order, but she kind of got started on everything, and she had a great product experience with it. And she really it didn't seem like she was doing much with it. And Ilona had met with her just one time. And I told her, Ilona, last week, I'm like, look, you need to get 2 events booked for her before you leave for conference. Because if you let this go, it's going to, your wood's going to get wet, right? And she booked an event for tonight with her. Well, I came back today. This girl did not go to conference. I came back today, and I was just running some numbers to see who was close to position advancements. And in the last, well, I actually looked. It was a little bit further back, but from basically while we were at conference, she put in over like 2,500 points over the time period that Ilona and I were in conference, and we haven't even worked with her at all. So she's over 3,000 points since the end of September. Combined. It was just crazy. And this is somebody that really has had one quick connection call, and that's it. But she had a product experience, and she went out and she was bold and she shared it with everybody. And she does have some prior network marketing background. Her best friend is high up in Isogenics, and she worked with her for a while, but the product didn't resonate with her. It actually harmed her body. So it was hard for her. She's wanted to come on board with Ilona for a long time, but it was like really hard to make that decision because she knew she was going to really hurt her best friend. But she did, and she knows what network marketing is about. She understands nutrition, and she actually just brought on 2 yoga instructors as well. And that's not even included in that volume.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So my message was just basically like, sometimes we beat the crap out of ourselves about like what we did wrong or what we didn't do or why people don't get started or whatever. Like I know Ilona was really feeling frustrated because, and I've been there too, where you feel like you have no team and everybody has team and you don't have team that want to work. And, and you think, what did I do wrong or what didn't I do? And it's really not about that. It's about finding the right people who just get it,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Do you guys have any other thoughts or comments before we wrap up? We're heading into the end of October. We've got the last week. I know that Jen Brennan is pushing big time for NMD this month, so we're really excited about that. So if you guys want to send her any cheers or texting just to encourage her to get there? I know some of her team is on here tonight. You guys are working your ASS off big time to help her, so thank you so much for that. It's the best feeling in the world when you know that you're helping on such a big level. Melissa, congratulations for winning the $500. Did you see that?
Thank you, I did.
Yeah, well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done. That's exciting. What are you going to do with $500?
I'm gonna book my ticket to California.
Yay, that is
Woohoo!
We got Karen on the line. Hey, Karen. Thanks for showing up so late, you slacker.
For once, I'm packing.
Going to California again, are you?
I am. I miss you guys.
Yeah, we just went through the schedule for 2017, so we just set it up on the chat. Just go back and check it out. We miss you too.
Wicked.
Yeah. Anything else that you guys want to share before we wrap up? Yes, no? So Monday nights, every Monday night, T30, Melissa and myself. So make sure that if you've got prospects that you're feeding into, that you have a live event to go every Monday night at 9. And then this Wednesday, we'll see you guys for the conference wrap up. Yes, Michelle?
I was going to mention, like, that Monday night call that the Monday night Zoom that you're doing.
Yeah.
Have you thought at all about making that a live event?
Melissa and I kind of talked about it, but the only challenge about that is we do find that the presentation, that like to go through it really good and thorough, it takes a good 30 minutes. And then after that, we do the business one, and it's only one person that can do it. Yeah. So if I do it, and I know that Melissa has commented before, when you do it by yourself on your own, 45 minutes of talking the entire time without a buddy, it gets a little long.
You can't share screen really on Facebook Live either.
What's that?
Can't share your screen on Facebook Live either.
No, I guess you'd have to kind of have
you'd have to hold it up. I think that'd be kind of
your flip book, but I don't know how that would be, Michelle. Like,
the only reason I mention it is because what Ali was saying on at conference, right, about how people are technologically challenged with Zoom, but you know, when you get them on live, they're already on Facebook. So it's just so easy to add them, like if they're active, to say, oh, we're having this presentation, like here's the link, and they're more likely to jump on, is what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably have to, if we tried it, like just to say try it and see which one we get more responsive. Just trying to think. It would have to be just one person doing it, and somebody would actually probably have to get a helper to do it, right? Like, so for example, if I'm in my living room and I'm going through my flip book like this, I'm going to have my daughter film it for me. You know what I mean? And I don't know what looks more professional, doing something like that or having, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think, Sarah. Sorry. I think you can just use a different format. Like, do you want to do it where you're using the flip book? Like,
well, we're trying to teach duplication so that everybody can use the flip book, right? Yeah. Because what I learned in my early years is if it's just me and I've got nothing in front of me and we've got new distributors on, that intimidates most distributors. Instantly they go, oh, she's a nutritionist. I can't do this business. I can't speak like her. She's such a great speaker. And they give themselves all these excuses not to use the flip book or do anything, and they freeze. So that's why we wanted to just keep it so simple. Sarah, did you have something to say?
Yes, so I've been doing Facebook Live for a really long time. If you're going to do, I like to transform 30 as a Zoom. So anybody I invite, I walk them through that to build that rapport with them, and then on how to set up Zoom and whatnot. But if you're going to do it live, is that me that's talking? I'm sorry, guys, I'm in my car.
No, it's me, sorry.
Okay. If you go live, though, Nicole, you have to turn your phone around, so you're not going to know where you're pointing your screen, because as soon as you hold up your book, the words are going to be backwards.
Oh.
don't you guys like when I do my live stream events, I always make sure that I have products. I can flip my camera around and film the product so you can read it the Juice Plus and not self-use, because the bottles, all the words are gonna be backwards. You ever notice that when you do a selfie, things are backwards?
Right.
It's the same thing. And I get great feedback from people seeing they see the screenshot and they look at it and they can see it. It's close. They understand it. So that's just me personally.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my feedback on that one.
Okay. I mean, really at the end of the day, when you think about it, I think the live events are awesome for just doing any type of event that you can just bring people in. Try it, play with it. Do your smaller events with your distributors. Okay, so yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Can I ask you one more thing here?
Yeah.
With this calendar you have, like the Ontario local and all that, is there any plan to like live stream any of this for people that are further away?
Well, no, you can't do it for corporate. Corporate won't live stream corporate events ever. That's like recording it. If it's our event, we can. So like, for example, the one in February with Jen Pike, we could do her hormone one as long as she was okay with it.
Yeah, okay.
Nicole, I'll ask Stephen again, but I'm sure, you know, the past was nobody was able to record it, and live to me is like a record, right?
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get asked that, right? So it's better.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I think it's a great idea. I think it's more of a legality thing than anything, but I'll reach out to Stephen and see what he says. Cool. Anything else before we wrap up? So we got Christmas party booked. We've got our, make sure that you guys know that next Thursday, well, we got Susan Baker doing her event this Thursday in Toronto, so make sure that you're building for that. Nicole Webb, did you have a chance to reach out to any of the Toronto distributors and let them know about Susan Baker's event?
Yeah, they're all tagged on the event flyer that she posted.
Beautiful, okay. And then we've also got Alyssa's mental health the following Thursday. So we've got some great events to really feed into, which is exciting. And then everybody knows that there's a regional in Barrie, right? Yes? Okay, so there's a regional in Barrie, and there's also a special lunch on Friday for senior sales coordinator and above. So if you're, it's sales coordinator and above. And I think they have spots for about 30 people, and you would be having lunch with Kurt Beavers. I think he ranks kind of top 10 of income earner in the Juice Plus company. So he is, where does Jen Brennan live? In Newmarket. She lives in Newmarket.
Mulock and Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
She's at Mulock and Leslie.
Yeah. So yeah, so it'll be lunch on the Friday for SCs and higher. You have to register. Friday night will be Dr. Hardy and Kirk Beavers. So if you want to go up, you can stay at a hotel. And then Saturday night is the regional. So that's kind of the big events that are coming up. And yeah, that's it.
And then what about all the surveys? We had them all fill out.
Yeah, so they've been emailed. They just started coming in the last hour or so and haven't had time. So what we'll do is we will go over that tomorrow on our weekly call, Melissa, with Nicole Webb, and we'll summarize it together, and then we can just kind of report back through texting and stuff to the group. And we could probably book our next meeting. So any suggestions? I know that the only person that can't seem to get on here is Jen Brennan. So did you talk to her, Melissa, about a different time that would work that she could commit to?
She has a client, so no, that's why she can't get on. I will check with her again. The problem is she's said one day, but then one of her instructors canceled on her, so she's been doing extra classes. So it's hard, right? It's often last minute, but I'll ask her.
Well, I think we need to book it because everyone's on here now. So I'm just going to make an executive call and book it because we need to make sure.
Yeah, I would guess a Thursday.
Yeah, I can't do Thursday. I got my live food events.
Every Thursday?
I got one on the 10th and I got one on the 24th. Our next one would be the week of the 21st, if we go every 4 weeks. So if we do the 24th of that week, I mean, we could go and roll it to the 17th, which is a Thursday. The only reason why I like Monday is because I try not to have an event every single night. So if it's Monday,
I hear you.
because we have the T30. So let's just keep it to November 21st. It's a Monday, 7:45.
Yeah, maybe with enough notice you can get it covered.
Yeah, exactly. 7:45 SSC leader call. Beautiful. Okay, gals, thanks so much, and stay in touch, and let's rock this. Let's get going. Healthy revolution, take healthy back. We know what to do. We just got to go to work. Okay, guys, we'll see you.
Thanks, Nicole.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you on the
Bye.
call at 9. Ciao.